Pepper says, are you ready to reset and clean out this closet? I know I am.
Hello everyone and welcome back to A Hoarder's Heart. For today, we are resetting this closet because it's gotten messy again and there's still my summer spring wardrobe in here. We gotta switch it out for winter time because this fall was really warm. We had a warm October and I would say that it just started getting cold about like a week and a half ago. Let's get into this closet and clean it out. And I also want to give a very big thank you and shout out to Stephanie wife. I'm so grateful and thankful for your generous super thanks donation. It means so much to me because it means that you believe in me and my purpose to humanize hoarding disorder and to help everyone clean out their homes so they can enjoy their spaces and be free of all the clutter and all of the stuff. So Stephanie, this video is dedicated to you. All right, so before we even try and attempt to get into the closet to switch out summer with winter, I gotta clean out the space that's right in front of the closet. I'm not gonna be ashamed or embarrassed to show you this pile. It's been a while since we got in front of the closet, and guess what? This is me. I lovingly accept that this is me. I have been like this since a child. This is natural for me to just have my clothes in this array. It got worse once the seasons started mixing together. Like we had summer and then it'd be like, 70 or 80 degrees. And then at night it'd be like 40. And then I started pulling clothes up and then it was just, I can't fit all my season clothes into the closet and the drawers that I have. So that's when it really started spiraling into this pile. I'm not ashamed of it because I want to normalize that it's okay if you're messy and we're just going to lovingly reset it. Not a big deal. And the main purpose right now that we have to focus on, seeing what needs to be washed and then dividing what's summer and what is winter to be sorted. So that's all we're going to do. And a lot of these clothes, it's not like I went out shopping and bought a bunch of new clothes. This is all the same stuff that I wear every single year. As we clean this out and we're going through the clothes and stuff, I want you to know that it's okay if you're messy. We can lovingly accept this space. It's all right. Literally, if you could get into like a time machine and go to like 1986, this would be me. This would be a little kid in her room that always just kind of threw her clothes all over. Why? Because I actually liked it. And some of this even now brings me like a subconscious peace of mind because it reminds me of that safety of my childhood. Now, I'm trying to break some of those patterns, and by breaking those patterns and habits, what I mean is I want to feel that same safety and comfortability with it being cleared out. I'm not there, but we're much closer. And I know that we're much closer because I can look at this and say, I don't really like this anymore. We got to reset this. I would like this to be organized and neat so I can see all my clothes. Those are the indicators of change. So we're slowly changing that baseline to where messiness and hoarding made me feel comfortable to now moving into a space where it actually does get on my nerves and it is taking away some of my peace. So let's go ahead, organize, sort. There's a lot of clothes here. And you know what? If your room or space is messy, okay, you live here. You live in the house. You have clothes. You didn't put it away. You kind of threw it. I found that once I started removing the shame and the guilt and lovingly accepted that this was a subconscious habit and that it didn't make me a lesser person because I had messes, it helped transform me into a loving space of being like, I'm lovingly going to reset this instead of be in a space of shame and be like, I have to declutter. I'm so messy. I can't take this. Why do I do this? I removed that and I want you to remove that too. I lovingly accept your messes, and I want you to know that I lovingly accept if you're messy, it's normal, it's okay. We're humans, we're busy, we have kids, we have jobs, we have things. And I don't even want to put the pressure of, well, if each and every night you pick something up and you put it away. Yeah, that's amazing advice, and we're getting to that ground. But right now my focus is on how can I reset it once a week instead of every night? Because I know me, my baseline is not resetting it once a day, but I can see myself resetting it once a week, so it doesn't get to this kind of chaotic mess. And honestly, it didn't get into this mess until probably about a month and a half ago is when this really started snowballing, because I didn't have room to fit all the winter and summer clothes together. Because honestly, whatever you believe you're going to do, you're going to do. If I believed with all my heart and soul that I was going to reset this every night, it'd be reset every night. But I don't. I really don't. And it's okay. It's okay to be in this space. I'm a recovering hoarder. Look how far we've come. We've come so far. For me to say, to believe that I think once a week when I do the laundry and stuff, I think I can take that time to reset it, because it's not going to take a whole video to do it. It's going to take me maybe 10 to 15 minutes to do it. And then we'll consistently start to shorten that timeline of how much I can reset it, because it will slowly become a subconscious habit. That's kind of what we're doing. We're changing the internal programming, the subconscious habit being, I'm going to lay this here because I'm not putting it in the laundry because I still have about 2 or 3 wears in it before I wash it. That's the coding. I don't wash something if I wore it one day and I didn't sweat and it's cold outside. I normally will wear something like 3 times tops, and then we'll go ahead and we'll wash it. All right, so we cleared out all those piles in front of the closet. We can get directly into it so we can start switching out the clothes. Now, we did about 5 loads of laundry at least between my clothes and the kids' clothes. It was a ton of laundry, but it is all done. And what I did is I sorted it into the 2 bins that was clean. I sorted the summer stuff that was washed and put it into this pink bin right over here. Then what I did was the winter stuff that still needs to stay in here, I just sorted it into the gray basket so that I knew where everything was. So now the next step is going to be, I got to switch out the summer clothes with the winter clothes. The pink tub was in the basement. Now I know that there's a ton more clothes down there, and we will be doing a huge KonMari clothes declutter probably in January, because December is just too crazy, and that video, oh my gosh, is a lot of work and takes a lot of time. So we're going to focus on this pink bin that's right over here. Now, what I do to switch it out is I'm going to pull out all of the sweaters that are in there. I'm going to lay it onto the bed so I can see everything. Then the next step is going to be, I'm going to take all of the summer stuff out, lay it. I'm going to take it out of the hangers, fold it up, put it directly into that empty bin that we have. That's the work and the action steps that we're going to take next. Now, it's also important to point out that when I say let's normalize being messy, I'm not encouraging you to be messy or encouraging you not to clean up or even encouraging you to be a hoarder or hoard things. What I'm doing is that I am encouraging you that it is okay to still love yourself if you are naturally messy. We can admire other people who have their homes very neat, tidy. They're very naturally organized, while not shaming ourselves for being naturally messy and having our homes maybe filled with a little more clutter than we like and not as tidy as others. We don't have to shame ourselves because other people have neater homes than us. I want you to love yourself where you are today. It's okay if your home is lived in. And that is what I'm trying to encourage all of you, that it's okay for us to be naturally messy, because normally it means we're creative, we're spontaneous, and we're flexible, and we don't have to fit inside the box. We can still thrive in chaos and roll with the punches. Honestly, I believe it's made me a better problem solver, because when life itself becomes messy, I didn't feel overwhelmed by the lack of order. And now that I removed the shame of the messiness and embraced it and all of its positive traits, I can positively reset the messes in my home, filling my mindset, my body, the space in the room in a loving nature, not one that is a desperate attempt to clear the space so that everyone else approves, giving me the validation that I'm a good person. I'm already a good person. Being naturally messy never changed that. I'm already a good person. Being messy as a character trait never took that away. I'm not a subhuman or a lesser than human because I tend to leave piles here and there. I lovingly accept my ADHD and my mind and my characteristics of sometimes being on the messy side because I embrace who I am. In this space is where we're taking that love and changing the actions, making sure we are resetting the rooms that feel good to us. And some of the tools that I use to try and keep up with the house, being a naturally messy person, are going to look different than someone who is very neat and orderly and organized. And by all means, it's okay. That's the balance of the world. You have the opposites. You have clean people, you have messy people. And in the middle, we bring the balance to the world. It is okay if you are naturally messy. And that is what I'm trying to normalize that so that I can encourage you to clean, declutter, and let go in a positive space and not feel shame and isolation by everyone else outside of us.
And I just hope you all received that message because I lovingly accept all of your character traits, whether you're a little bit of a messy or a level 5 hoarder. Now, I'm putting all the clothes back in rainbow order because for me, it's easier to find a specific piece of clothing, which saves me time from searching through a jumbled rack of clothes. And it also helps me manage my wardrobe. Like, I have way too many gray sweatshirts or sweaters, and it's time to let some of them go. But overall, I think it looks prettier when it's in rainbow order. Now, all of the summer clothes that were up here did not fit in that one pink tub. So I had to go into the basement and get an empty tub to transfer all of these clothes that were in here and on the bed into this container so that I can take it downstairs. It just proves that, yeah, I still got a lot of work and I still have to do another big KonMari method on all of the clothes because I still have too many clothes. Now, I didn't hang up the sweatshirts and the hoodies in the closet because I like to put them in the drawers. But the drawers are a little overflowing and messy, and honestly, for Christmas, I think I would really like a newer, updated dresser because this one is from like 1991. Now, we do have some tossies. There's a broken hanger that we're going to throw out, and then these 3 pieces of clothing. Nothing crazy, but hey, still steps forward. We are going to give them away, and Miss Peppy approves that she has her bed back. All right, the space in front of the closet is all cleaned up, and all of the winter clothes are properly hung. And I must say, I do love how this looks. It's easy to manage, and I'm happy. I'm happy overall how this looks. And I hope that this video encouraged all of you that it's okay to be messy. We can reset them together in a loving space. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to clean, declutter, and let something go in your home today too.